welcome to Pickle Vision with me, Captain Pickle, or Josh, as you know, I was christened. Welcome to the stream. Thanks very much for tuning in. It's Wednesday night. Thank you for bearing with me while I had a week off. It's nice to be back. It's nice to be live again in front of a studio audience. Not a studio audience, just an audience. So thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you're all well. Tonight we're going to be showing off a bit more of the Green Stuff World Dipping Inks. Confusing name, we'll get to that in a bit. On the stream, we're showing those off. I've got a couple of models here to paint up. I've got a couple of the kobolds from Warp Miniatures. I've got the Thief, and I've got the Wizard / Mage, whichever one you want to call it. So we're going to paint those up, or at least get some paint on them, because they're cool models and they've been sat on my shelf, primed and zenithalled for a while, and I feel like I want to paint them. I want to try and paint them. I want to see what we can do with these in terms of an actual paint job, rather than just chucking on models to see what the colours look like. So yes, welcome everybody. I'll have a quick look through the chat very shortly and see who we've got with us this evening. Those of you that are sharp-eyed may have noticed that, as by request on the last live stream, we have got a wind machine. We've got the fan. We've got the fan on. I'm very warm today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I got in from work. I got in at about 5:30, 20 to 6. Set up the stream for tonight. And then I sat down, watched a bit of telly, had my tea, and just fell asleep. I fell asleep on the sofa, and then you know when you wake up after you've had like a nap for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and you wake up and you feel absolutely terrible. That's what I've been like for the last hour, pretty much. I woke up, I went to the shop, I bought myself some drinks. I bought myself a can of Monster. And I also bought myself, because I have said that I'm trying to stop drinking Monster, so instead I bought a Rubicon Raw Energy, which is raspberry and blueberry. So I'm going to try this at some point later on. I'm on the hunt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on the hunt for a new beverage of choice. Currently, my sort of default beverage is Cherry Pepsi Max. And like before that, it was Monster for a while, but I am trying to give energy. I mean, I've got these today because I felt tired and I wanted to be awake for the stream. I'm having a coffee at the moment before I jump onto the energy drinks. But I'm looking for a new beverage of choice, so I think that might be a new thing on the streams going forward for a while. I'm just going to go to the corner shop, because the corner shop near us has got loads of weird flavoured drinks as well, from that aren't, you know, not just Coke, Pepsi, Fanta. They've got all weird flavours of stuff. So I'm going to nip in there, I think, before the streams and just pick up a random different drink, and we're going to try different beverages. And if you've got any suggestions, let me know. Haven't been on the streams for a few weeks. How's the diet going? Have you saved much for a new toy? I think I've lost about a stone. Last time I got weighed out, I had lost exactly a stone. That was like, for the last few weeks I've kind of stalled. Combination of heatwave, and I've not been in a great mental health space, which is part of the reason why there wasn't a stream last week. So like stuff like that, it's messed me up a little bit, but I am sort of more or less back on it. Main meals and stuff, so hopefully should be losing a bit more. But yes, I have lost a stone from when I started, which is a good start. It's a good start, and I do feel better for it. So yeah, that's good. Who have we got in the chat with us this evening then? We have got Cat Cave Hobbies. Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in. Lovely to see you. We've got War Daddy Miniatures, as always. Nice to see you back, man. And not Batman, Backman. It's not nice to see you, Batman. I mean, you might have a Batman. It would be nice to see it if you have got one. But yes. Nice to see you in the chat anyway, buddy. Lovely to see you and hear from you. We've got Dang from... I don't know where I said from. We've got Dang in the chat. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Of course, you've turned up. I am painting some warp miniatures this evening, so obviously, Dang's turned up. Who else do we got? We've got Nightbot. Nightbot's here. Thank you very much, Nightbot, for tuning in. I know you're very busy. We've got Gina Doherty. Thank you very much for tuning in. Lovely to see you. Katie Graham and Peter Gronfeldt. Peter Gronfeldt, one of our fantastic moderators. Thanks very much for jumping in and joining us, buddy. Welcome to the stream. And Katie Graham, welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got Pickle and Pickle all the way from the other room. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm showing off my merch, representing. Talk more about that in a bit. We've got Big Mac Dan Skull. Welcome to the stream, dude. Lovely to see you. We've got Monkey Boy 7. Thanks very much for joining us. We've got Rose Rook Miniatures, king of Monday evenings. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. How are you doing? I am doing absolutely fantastic, dude. How are you? We've got Alex Knott. Thanks very much for joining us. We've got Mr. Andy Allen. Thanks very much for tuning in, buddy. Welcome to the stream. And we've got Conquest, one of our fantastic moderators down there at the bottom. So, almost a full team this evening. I know that Bram is likely distracted by the sports ball. He did say who it was that was playing. Is it Germany versus another country in Europe? I think. So yes, welcome everybody. Bateman 007 or Andras Stockett. Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in. Mr. Brammy's here. Evening. I'm a little AFK. Got to do some suit shopping while watching you and the football. Yes, there we go. See, I knew it was the sports ball. I knew that was tonight's agenda. French France. It's French France. Cool. That's what they're playing then. Very good. Well, there we go. That is the stream started. So, I've got some new merchandise on. So, if anyone that's seen the video that I posted today, I showed off Green Stuff World kindly sent me out 12 of their new dipping inks, which is a confusing name. But they sent me out 12 of their new dipping inks, which are essentially their version of contrast paint, of speed paint. The sort of one paint that you put on and it does your shading, your mid-turns and your highlights. So they sent me 12 out. The range is, there's 24 paints in the range. They sent me 12 out. There's a nice selection from what they sent. I do wish they'd sent the full range, just because then I could have show off the entire range and give a full view of it. But you know, I'm not being ungrateful. They sent me out 12 paints. So we had a good test then. The video went out today. It's doing really well. Everyone seems to be enjoying that. So that's good. But I thought what we'd do today is, on the stream, is we would use some of these to paint up some models a bit more like you would actually paint models rather than just coating an entire model in one colour. It's always good for those sorts of videos because it shows off the colour, it shows off the consistency, that sort of thing. But obviously it's not a reflection of how you would actually paint with them. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to mess about with them on these couple of models. We'll switch over to desk view so I can show you what we've got. So I've got the Thief Kobold from Warp Miniatures. I've had this printed. Let me just focus on that. I've had this printed and primed for a while. I've just not got around to painting it. It's an absolutely gorgeous model. So we've got that one, and we've also got the Mage or the Wizard, whatever you want to call him. Again, a Kobold. So these will be fun to have a go at. There's loads of texture on them, loads of detail on them, so they should be perfect for these sorts of paints. So yes, Green Stuff World sent me these out. So they sent me these 12 paints. They also sent me a primer, which I used in the video, which is over there somewhere. And they sent me a medium, which is to thin stuff down. So I might try thinning some of these down a little bit while we use them, just to see if it gives any different results. But we'll try that out. And we've also got this, which I've not opened yet. I will have a look at it at some point. This is a brush rinser. I'm not really sure. It looks like. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like an automatic cat water dispenser. I'm going to look at it at some point. Don't expect to see me doing a video on it. Because I suspect it fixes a problem that no one's really got. Love the video with Josh. I think you mean Dave. It was Dave that did the video with War Daddy. Unless I've slipped into a coma and forgotten an entire video. But I'm pretty certain you mean the one with Dave. A hamster feeder. That thing looks rubbish. I mean, I've not opened it. I've no idea. So I don't know what it's actually like. And do you know what? I might open it and try it. And I might be like, this is brilliant. I just doubt it. So in the parcel, there was the 12 paints, the medium, the primer. There was this. And then there were a couple of t-shirts. One of which I'm wearing. The other one, Pirate Queen Pickle has claimed. So we got one each. And yes, I was most excited about the paints, then the t-shirt, and then the hamster feeder last. So like I said, I will try it out at some point, but maybe that'll just be a post on Discord. Live unboxing and test on stream. No, because I'm all set up for painting now. And I don't want to mess about having to try and do that. Lurkey's new dish. So as always, guys, just before we get started with the painting, if you are enjoying the content that we do, both here on the live streams and over on the main channel on the Pickle Jar, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe if you're new and you're not familiar with the channels. Go and check that main channel out. Follow us on all the socials and stuff. If you want to help support us more, there's links in the description for all his affiliates with Element Games, with Grim Dice, Tabletop. Go and pick up your hobby supplies from them if you can. It helps support us. You get your hobby supplies. It doesn't cost anything extra. And on top of that, we've now got our brand new Patreon account as well. We're doing the channel memberships up until, well, we still have them live. The main reason we swapped over to Patreon is because the channel memberships were a lot better when we were streaming on the main channel. Now that we've swapped onto the second channel, a lot of the benefits and a lot of the sort of perks and stuff have fallen by the wayside because I can't transfer across channels. So just doing it all in one place on the Patreon is a lot easier. We're able to do a lot more with it as well. We've got some Patreon only custom stickers, holographic stickers, that are going to be coming. We're getting them ordered the end of this month, in a few days, basically when the next payment comes in. So they are... I've not set up the Patreon Nightbot link. I keep forgetting. But yes, we've got some holographic stickers that are exclusive to Patreon members, and in the very near future we are having some new merch designed. We've got a new merch logo design and stuff being designed. I don't know why I struggle to say that. Basically, we've got a new piece of artwork being designed, and that is going to be on t-shirts. And we are going to add a tier to Patreon, where basically if you sub at a certain level for a couple of months, you will get one of the t-shirts for free, and it'll be cheaper than buying a t-shirt outright. So if you're looking at getting one of those, that's a good way to do it. Other than that, there's stuff on there already. So there's a tier where you get, if you sub for a few months, you get a model that I have painted either on a live stream or a video. There's going to be a gallery of those put up somewhere, all the models that are available, so when you've hit that 3 months, you will then be able to get, pick whichever model you want that's available. And we've got other stuff as well, like picking video topics, picking stream topics, all that sort of stuff. And then once we hit a certain amount on there, I am going to start creating user-chosen content specifically for Patreon. To start with, it'll probably just be 1, maybe 2 a month, if I can fit them in. But then as it goes up, I will try and create more for that. The goal is basically to fund myself to do that sort of stuff so that I can do it, because I want to do more with that, and I want to, now that it's getting to a point where this is, you know, this is potentially going to be my full-time job for a while, so let's make it happen. But yes, if you want to support us, those are the options down below. Right, now that all that is out of the way, we are going to get some painting done. So let's move on to the desk view. Here we are. Here's the desk. So I've got these. I'm going to go with red for the skin on these. Now I know in the video I said that the red was a little bit weak, and it is weak. It is more of a pink. But these are zenithal primed, so they are not bright white, same as I primed the goblins. So I'm hoping that it might work a little bit differently, and because it's only on small sections, it might not be as blatantly obvious that it's pink rather than red. So we're going to see, we're going to try that. So yeah, red for the skin. I think I'm going to go with the zombie colour, I think, for his cloak, which is sort of like a murky green. Do they have metallics in the range? There's no metallics in this range of paints. No, this is it's all contrast style paints. So there's no metallics in this range itself. They're all the semi-transparents. So yeah, we'll get the red on first on the skin on both of these. I'm trying to work out if he's got gloves on or if he's got rings on. I think he might have rings on. Yeah, I think it's rings. So, ooh, shiny stickers. So they're stickers. It was originally just going to be a sticker, and then I said I want to do a set of 4. So we picked out the 4 stickers that we're going to do, and then I was looking, and we can do like holographic and stuff. So I said, because I want them to be nice and fancy and special, we're going to do holographic ones. So those are getting ordered, like I said, end of this month, beginning of August. Basically, over the next week, they will be ordered. I don't know how long they'll take to get to us. Hopefully not too long. It's not usually too much of a turnaround. Maybe a week or so. And then once we've got them, we will be getting addresses off of everyone that is at the correct tier. And then they will get their stickers posted out to them. And if you do get yourself some stickers, if you do join the Patreon and get some stickers come through, sorry about the shaking this paint. If you do get some stickers come through, make sure when you stick them on, whatever you're sticking them on, whether it's your wet palette lid or your cutting mat or whatever, make sure to take a picture and tag us on Instagram, and we'll share that out and share your Instagram for you as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put them in the wells of my palette today. I'm just gonna put a few drops in. I always end up over putting too much paint on the palette. So I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative. Now this is the way that I would normally use this sort of paint. I would be a bit more careful and deliberate with my brush strokes. Let's get, if we zoom that in a bit, hopefully you'll be able to see a bit better. But yeah, I'm usually a little bit more deliberate with my brush strokes. So I'm not too worried if I go over onto the knife, because I am going to paint that over with a metallic later. So just get a nice, as even as possible layer on here. And like I said, so I said in the video I wasn't super impressed with the red, and that opinion's not really changed. It is still one of the weaker colours from this set. Applying it here. Don't allow stay tested positive for COVID last week. Oh no, hope you're alright, buddy. Keep yourself rested and get rid of it as soon as, buddy. So, having said that, this red, I think because it's on smaller sections rather than the entire model, it is reading a bit more as red shaded. It's just not very strong, that's the only thing. It is still very pale, but it looks better than it did on the entire model. So we'll get this red on. What we'll do is I'll get the red on him. I'll get the red on the other guy for his skin. So what's everyone else been up to over the last week or so? I know it's been a week. Thank you for bearing with me while I had a week off. It was very much needed. It's not very often that I like to admit that I need to take time off from doing this, from basically the lifestyle that I have chosen to give myself. It was very much needed, but I am, for the most part, on the up. So you know that is all good. But yeah, what's everyone else been up to? It's been a couple of weeks. Nice to catch up and see what everyone's been doing. I'm looking forward to Lurkey Approved later on, so that'll be around 9 PM. We'll move over to the Discord and we'll take a look at what everyone has been up to. So if you've not already joined the Discord, it is free to do so. And we'll show your work. Show your work in Lurkey Approved, and we'll take a look at that and show it off on stream. So this it's not awful. What I might do is leave that for now, apply the red to the other guy, and then come back to this first one and do a second pass. And see if, because then we can see if it helps with a couple of coats. I don't know. Like I said, this was the only one that I was disappointed by. The rest of the colours were so good. That's why I wanted to try and use it and see if I can find some sort of positive for it. I mean, if you're wanting pink, then you know it's great. But you know, it's labelled as red, so. And it looks like it's quite vibrant when you put it on the palette, when it's in the bottle. I'm going to zoom this back out. Just because I'm having to move around a lot to get into the nooks and crannies, so it's going to be going in and out of focus if I have it too close. Mr. Lapunu, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Was going to be here at the start, but got caught up in a Reddit mystery. Was it the Reddit mystery of why was there a new Bill and Ted movie? I went to see Lapunu on Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night, and we watched the new Bill and Ted film. I said new, been out a while now, but neither of us had seen it. We watched that. It was an experience. For me, for the most part, it's been sort of business as normal. Work's been fine. To be fair though, today's the last day that I was in work. I'm working from home tomorrow, and then Friday I am off, and then I am off all next week because it is my birthday next Thursday. So next Wednesday we're going to be having a party live stream. Yeah, next Thursday will be a party live stream, so bring your own bottle, as it were, if you'll pardon the pun. we'll do something fun next Wednesday. But this Friday, I'm off down to visit Boffnet, and Elston is coming up to meet us. We're going to play some games of 40k, so I can test out my list for the big tournament. And we're also going to be recording a very special episode of Wargamers Anonymous, which I am very much looking forward to. So I'm going to start putting a second coat on this guy now, just to brighten this red up. It's a very brown red when it dries. It looks quite vibrant on the palette, but then when it's on the model and it's drying, it is quite dark. Like it's got a lot of brown tones in it. I don't know if this second coat has really done much, to be honest. It's very desaturated. That's the thing. It's very desaturated, which is why it reads more as a pink. You'll get crushed by the mighty guard. Probably will. But as you're the only person that I know that plays guard, that's fine. Put a second coat on this little chap now. Just try and brighten him up a bit. Like I say, when you compare this red, I think the reason I'm disappointed is because when you compare it to the reds from the contrast paint range and the speed paint range, it is very poor. So it's not like red is just a hard colour to do in this style of paint. Like this is just a poor red. And it's just upsetting when the rest of the range is, like I say, really, really nice. It's disappointing. It's more frustrating, like, because I can't just go, the entire things are nice. I mean, 2 coats with that. 2 coats on this one, it looks alright. Let's sort that focus out. Yeah, 2 coats on this guy. It looks a lot better. It's reading as red rather than pink, which is always good. Building horror heresy stuff for me. Built a marine up, so tester model being painted soon. Very good. Got Hero Quest and played my first game last night. Nice. I've still yet to play Hero Quest because trying to organise for a group of people to all be in the same place at the same time is nigh on impossible. Bought Aeon's End, truly epic board / card game, having a blast playing it with my family. Hobby wise, you'll see in Lurkey Approved. I bet it's halflings. We're watching the new Jurassic Park film after the stream. Jurassic Park 12. What is the model, by the way? The model is from Warp Miniatures. It's a 3D print. This is a Kobold Mage. That's this one. And then we've got the Thief as well, which is this one. Basically, little goblin thieves and mage, I guess. Right, so that's the red on. Now I want the zombie dip. This is more of a. This is sort of like a murky, greeny, browny black. I'm going to use this for the cape on the mage. Oh, actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Goth. I like the names of some of these as well. Goth Skin. This is basically like a dark purple, but it goes quite pale over the white. It's quite nice. So I'm going to use this on the hat on the thief. Or is it a hat? It's a hood, isn't it? Because he's got, I can see like the edges of it. I can't tell if this one's wearing a hat or if it's just the hood of his cloak. We're going to say it's a hat, because then I can use a couple of different colours rather than just using one colour for most of the model. But yeah, the goth skin's cool. The zombie one's really nice. I'm looking forward to using that in a bit, because that's one of the ones that I was really impressed with. Okay, so this one would be good for skin, for things like if you thin this down a little bit with some medium, this would be good for like Guitarist skin or dark elves, that sort of thing. 'Cause it's quite pale, but it's got that sort of purple / burgundy tint to it. Good evening, Mr. Elston. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Just been talking about our upcoming adventure on Friday, Saturday, which I am very much looking forward to. If you glue the back of a hat to your coat, does it become a hood? Yes. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty certain. I quite like that for the hood colour. Into hood. Right. This is one of my favourites. This is one of the 4 out of the set that is my favourite 4. So this is what we're going to use for the cape for the thief. This is the zombie colour. Again, another fantastic name. About 25 minutes, guys, and then we'll be at 9 o'clock, and we will be moving over to Lurkey Approved to see what you guys have all been working on. This is such a nice, and it's like very different to the sort of colour that I would normally say is one of my favourites. It's like a dark murky green, but it is a very nice colour. Pretty happy with that. I do kind of wish that I'd used that colour all over there rather than doing this hood a different colour now. I do like that colour. It's a very nice colour. For the mage, because he's a mage, I feel like he needs to have a nice bright cape colour. So we're going to give him the turquoise. Again, one of my favourites. This is going to be for his like cape, cloak, and then for his hat we're going to go with the bright blue. Coincidentally, if anyone is doing Horus Heresy and is painting Sons of Horus, this is perfect turquoise for that. In there. So the only problem with painting using this sort of style of paint, you have to kind of load your brush up more than you normally would. It's generally easier if you've got a bigger brush, but then if you've got a bigger brush, it's harder to get into the nooks and crannies sometimes that you need to get into. Is that entire model the staff with flames with a little man on the end? Yep. He is like sort of fired himself into the air by firing flames at the floor, or he's jumped off a building and is firing flames on his way down. One of those two options. Me too, Elston. Me too. It's going to be a good couple of days. Right. So that's his cape. And then for his hat, we'll use the bright blue, because why not? Do you know what I mean? we'll get this on, and then we'll probably leave them to dry for a bit, and then we'll do Lurkey Approved, and then we'll come back to these after the Lurkey Approved. So I'm interested to see how this one works over the Zenithal, because this one was a really nice colour, but it was one of the not weaker paints, but it wasn't as it was a lot more transparent than some of the others. So I'm hoping that the grey on the darker parts of the Zenithal don't cause too much of an issue. It doesn't look like it is doing. It looks like it's going on fine, which is good. Apologies if it keeps if I keep moving it in and out of focus. It is always awkward trying to keep stuff completely in focus. Can we get a box each and eat it in the podcast? Absolutely. I've put the local kebab shops on high alert for Friday. Yes, we will 100% be. It is going to be a very different podcast for anyone here that does listen to the podcast. First of all, thank you. If you don't listen to it, then why? But yes, if anyone that listens to the podcast, the one that we were going to record this weekend while we're together is going to be a very, very special one. Very much looking forward to that. Tell you what we'll do as well, while we're putting base coats down. Oops, I've just nearly lost a pen. I've lost a pen. We've got two different oranges. We've got Radiant Orange. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Radiant Orange and Amber Glow. Radiant Orange is the brighter of the two, and then Amber Glow is the darker. So we're going to put Radiant Orange up towards the top of these flames, at the top of his, closer to the base of his staff. And we're going to bring those down. Like that, and then what we're going to do is take some Amber Glow, and we're going to add this sort of around the middle. Doing this while the paints are still wet, so that you get that easy sort of wet blend. You can blend the edges into one another. Now I'm not going to use the red for the bottom of the flames because, as I've already discussed, the dipping ink red isn't the best, so I'm going to use the speed paint one, I think, or one of the speed paint ones. And then add some of this in and around these flames. You want to, when you do stuff like this, because it's like like impacting, so there's like flames everywhere. So you've got tops of flames here, even though you've got obviously the ones at the top. So you want to try and get a nice variety of colours for these sorts of flames. Plenty of different reds and oranges and stuff. Like that. And then if I go and get a red quickly, which will be slaughter red. We'll go with slaughter red. Slaughter red is the darker one. Blood red. Blood red, that's what we want. Glad I found your Discord group and now this live stream. Go on. Anunnaki Alien. Welcome to the stream. I did see the name pop up on Discord earlier. I was just on my way back from the shop and then getting set up for the stream, which is why I've not said hello. But welcome to the Discord server and welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. But yeah, if we chuck some of this red on, see like the difference between that red and the dipping ink one is night and day. And then what we'll do is we're going to go put this in at the bottom of these flames. Basically just try and hit everywhere where we've not covered with orange and yellow. Or if I look and I think, oh, there's a bit too much space there, that I don't want that much red, then I'll just target the bottom of the section, and then I'll come back in with the amber glow. All I'm doing really is just sort of stippling this on, just dabbing it on. Doesn't matter if it's a bit uneven, because that sort of adds to the effect. You can always, once you've like got some off your brush so that it's not as strong, you can go a bit up into some of the bits where you've got yellow and orange, just so that it's that. You don't want it to look like it's a straight line across. So it's like this is where the yellow ends and this is where the red starts and that sort of thing. You do want to try and get that nice blend between the colours, so that it looks like actual fire, or you know, a cartoon approximation of it. And I don't think that looks bad for a quick, for literally just a quick sort of dabbing this on. It's Andy. Well, welcome Andy. Thank you very much for tuning in. Happy you found us. And then what you can do, once you've got your darker colours on, which in our case is the red, is you can go back in some of the areas, like I said, that I've left to put some more yellow on. But you can just take that yellow and you can glaze it down so that it sort of neatens and blends those transitions a bit more between the yellow, the orange and the red. It also helps to make them that little bit more vibrant and pop that little bit more. There we go. Nice, easy 3D flames. Now what you can do with that, if you wanted to, you could, especially like down at the bottom, this smoke that's sort of billowing up off the floor, you could stipple or dry brush on some sort of like dark grey or even blacks to represent like smoke sort of popping up. But you could quite easily just leave it as that, and that'd be fine. Once that dries, it looks a bit glossy at the moment because the paint's wet, but that'll dry nice and matte because that's how this paint does dry. And jobs are good. Let's move back over to here. Still, it's not obviously as warm as it has been, but I'm still pretty warm today. I don't know if it's just because I fell asleep earlier and it confused me. Normally I paint lots, but I'm not the best painter, but getting better thanks to yours and other great YouTube videos. Nice! Paints of lizard men, skinks and crocs. Very nice. I do like lizard men. I've got a lizard man Blood Bowl team on the shelf that I still need to get painted. I just haven't got around to it yet. I finished the coffee. I'm going to try this Rubicon Raw, it's called. Apparently normal Rubicon is cooked then, I'm assuming. So this is, what flavour did I say it was? Raspberry and blueberry. So basically slushy flavoured. It smells like slushies. Ooh. That's a bit nice, that is. That's a bit nice, that. Ooh. Ooh. What else have I got? I got some sweets as well, which I'm going to have after the stream. I think I'm going to play some games maybe after the stream. Matt, if you're around, Mr. Lapunin, jump on a call. But yeah, I want to play some games after the stream and just wind down a bit. I'm not going to get up super early tomorrow because I'm working from home editing. But yeah, we're going to take a look at Lurkey Approved in just a minute. So if you are not on the Discord and you want to share your stuff, join. It's free. Pardon me. Dirty pig. Join the Discord. Link in the description. It's free to join. Come and pop in over there. Got a lovely community. We have them at work in the vending machine. The mango flavour is the best one. I saw the mango one in the shop, but I didn't pick it up because I saw the raspberry and what is it? Raspberry and blueberry, and I was like, they are the flavours of slushies. So I want to try that, but I will try the mango one. I might go and grab one tomorrow because I'm working from home, so I can nip to the shop. But yeah, come and join us on Discord. Link down below in the description. Lovely, friendly society. So I keep calling it a society. It's not a society. Community. Come and join us, and if you want to share your stuff, there's a channel called Lurkey Approved, which we basically look at on the streams. We look at that every time we do a stream. We go through it, we show off everyone's stuff. It's just a nice way to sort of get a bit of feedback on your painting, or just to show off something you're proud of, whatever floats your boat. But we'll look at that in a minute. I'm working from home tomorrow too. Use those handheld compressor airbrush is the one that Luke hates so much. Luke hates everything. He's very grumpy. He's not really grumpy. I just like to wind him up. Because I mean, if you can't wind your boss up, then is it even worth having a job? I'm really happy with those flames. Now that they've dried a bit and they're not as glossy, let me show you. Considering that's just literally chucking some speed paint contrast paint on and sort of dabbing it around to blend it a bit, I'm quite happy with them. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. I'm assuming it's no one's birthday today because no one has told me it's their birthday. So no birthday song today. What sweets did I get? I got... I'm saying that as if someone's asked me. No one's asked me, but I'm asking myself and then I'm answering myself. Good, wind him up. I like to wind Luke up. I got myself some of these because these are some of my favourite sweets. You can get them. They're very nice. And I also got myself some of these Zing. So I mean that basically tells you everything you need to know. That's my evening planned. Why don't you use real flames instead of painting them on? It's a good idea. I'll try that next time. That can be one of those next things. You know, we did painting with real rust. Ninjon's done painting with his own blood. So that's obviously the next step is why paint flames when you can use real flames. I might actually do that. That'll be a funny short to do for like TikTok or Instagram or something. It's just me setting fire to a model. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. That is good. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to film it. So anyway, now that I've just given away my plans, we should probably move over to Lurkey Approved. Let me get Discord ready. So it looks like there's a decent amount of stuff in there to look through. So we're going to move over to Lurkey Approved now. So you've basically got until we get to the bottom of the channel to post the stuff. So let's move over there. In now. Delayed. If you're using real bodily fluids, don't do Slaanesh models. Brilliant. So here we are over on Discord. Thank you, Pirate Queen Pickle, for opening up the channel this morning. We're going to take a look through and see what everyone's been up to. So first off the bat, we've got Kev from The Hobby Corner. If you don't know Kev, go and check him out. He streams on a Friday evening. Go and check out his live stream, and he posts videos mainly covering the Imperium monthly subscription, but he does other stuff as well. So go and check him out. So he's been working on an Iron Warrior, first try at Hazard Stripes. Still a work in progress, but good fun. It's looking nice, man. Yeah, it's looking real nice. The Hazard Stripes have come out quite nice as well. Nice coverage on the black and the yellow, so that's always good. Awesome work, dude. Looking forward to seeing that fully finished. Fantastic work. Cheers for that, Kev. Next up, we've got Frandog99. Freddo won't be able to make the stream tonight. So I hope you have a good one. You'll be pleased to know that I finally finished my Necrons. That is absolutely fantastic news. Frandog has been working on these Necrons for a while. He's been burning his way through them. I'm super proud that you've got them all done. If you watch this back, Frandog, congratulations, dude. Well done. These look fantastic as well. I love the weapons on these. I love the bronze metallic. I like as well the variation between the sort of bronze metallic and then the sort of dark black silver. That's nice. It's nice variety on the metal there. Most people, myself included, tend to just do one metallic over the entirety of the Necron models, so it's nice seeing that little bit of variety. Oop, I clicked it twice. We've got this new feature where we can skip through photos on Discord. But that's cool. I like the gold, like the yellowy gold on the tassels on the Cryptek. Very, very nice. Those scarabs are awesome. Scarabs are one of those models that I've always liked for Necrons. Like every style. I've not shown this off yet. I've not shown them anywhere. I need to get a post put out actually for all my old school stuff. But I've got some of the old Necron Scarabs, like the old ones, the old metal ones. They came through the other day. So they're going to go with my old Necron warriors and stuff in my army at some point. But these look fantastic, dude. Nice work. Got the Reanimator. Nice. I like the green glow on all these. Yeah, I like the so you've got like the green weapon, but then obviously like the power lines, like the energy lines in the the super bright green. It's very, very nice. Really, really stands out. I bet these look absolutely amazing on the table. Awesome work. A couple more picks. You can tell that you are proud. I can tell that you're proud of these. Look at that. Yeah, they're going to look real nice on the table. Yeah, they're nice, man. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. Love it. Next up, we've got Mr. Bram. Second bundle of my first Raven Guard tactical squad got finished up, and the rest also got based. Just 70 more infantry needed for my 2,000 point list. I like that. Just 70 more. These are awesome, dude. I love the colour scheme and the paint style on your Raven Guard for Horus Heresy. It is nice and simple, but it looks really, really nice. It's very effective. I love the basing as well. Adding that little bit of variety. I like how dark and sort of monochrome the colour scheme is as well, and then you've got those nice vibrant red lenses on the helmet. So they really, really pop out and stand out. It's very nice. Hey, hey, happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much, Mr. Gertie. Thank you very much for tuning in. Lovely to see you. But yeah, I love these, Bram. These look absolutely fantastic, man. My basing project entry: hobnobs topped with buttercream, chocolate ganache, sprinkles, and a relic Contemptor Dreadnought. Fantastic. Yeah, I do like that base. That's cool. And to be fair, I like the Dreadnought. Did a really nice job on that. Like them lenses, they really pop. Super vibrant. Yeah, that's nice, man. Yeah, absolutely love it. That looks fantastic. Awesome work on that. Do you know what? It's making me want to do Horus Heresy. That's how good it's looking. But yeah, awesome work on that one, bud. Next up, we've got Cat Cave Hobbies. Last time it was cool enough to use a wet palette, I made some progress on my ghosts. Hope I'll get the rest of them done soon too. Tips for eyes with caffeine hands, more than welcome. Do you know what? Those eyes aren't bad. Those eyes are not bad, Cat Cave Hobbies, at all. These are looking really nice. I love that green on the capes. That is really nice. Let's have a look at the on the back. Look at that. That green with the sort of like browny yellow highlights. That is absolutely gorgeous. I like that. That is a real. It's a really unusual choice, but it actually works really well. Like using that sort of desaturated, like almost like a mucky yellow, like a brown yellow, for like the sort of like the top highlights on the green. Because normally you'd go for like a paler green or something like that, but having that, it makes it look like it's like a little bit weathered, like a little bit leathery. That's very, very nice. I mean, the rest of the models look fantastic as well, but I really like that that colour choice on that highlight. And we have to remember that that is really, really nice. But yes, those eyes don't look bad at all. So don't worry about these. Don't worry about these at all. They look fantastic. Really nice work on the skin tones on this guy especially. Absolutely fantastic. Awesome work. Looking forward to seeing the rest of those painted up. There we go. A new Boffnet couldn't be far behind because we've just had some with some guard. While we're talking about the greatest army on the universe has ever known, Necrons were a bit further back up, dude. Here's Colonel Dylan. He's got a power fist. Fantastic work on this one, dude. So obviously, they painted this guy. I don't know if it's the box socks. I'm not familiar with this model, to be honest. Is he from Ghosts, or is he like a special character or something? Either way, obviously, I painted him with darker skin. I'm gonna have to have a look at this when I come down to see you on Friday, Boffnet, and you can show me the colours that you use, because I always struggle. It's something that I try and do more often than not because I want to practice it so I can get better at it. I did the same thing for painting Caucasian skin, and I feel like I'm at a point where I can paint that fairly well. But like dark skin tones, black skin, I still struggle with. I feel like I either go too light so that it doesn't look right, or I go too dark and it doesn't look right. I can't seem to get the highlights and the tones correct. He was a store special model. Alright, that's cool. But yeah, if you could talk me through the colours and stuff when I see you on Friday, that'd be fantastic. Because this looks really nice. The skin on this is really good. Olive green with a yellow-brown dry brush. That's nice. It's a really nice looking cloak on those khaki hammies. But this is awesome, dude. I love the camo on the trousers as well. Obviously, the hundreds and thousands sprinkle base, as is standard. To be fair, the entire model looks really good, but I'm more really impressed with the eyes and the skin. Fantastic job on this one, dude. Next up, we've got Mr. Andy Quinger. Spartan Land Raider built, Marines being started this week. Time to tackle those multi-piece shoulder pads. So want that model, £300 plus on eBay. Wow, that's mental. I wonder if I've got any models that are worth that much. This is cool. I do like this model. It is very, very nice. I can't remember what Legion you said you were doing, Andy. I can't remember if you've told me or not. Nice to see these progressing along there, bud. Looking forward to seeing some paint on them. Very much looking forward to that. Next up, we've got Sprocket, Hero Forge, Lizard Folk, and a Half Orc painted up for friends who will be joining me soon for their first D&D game. Wow, that's always cool. Getting friends into D&D. I love the blue on the on this lizard. Ooh. Yeah, I love the blue on this. That's really, really cool. And then the is it a wizard? Is that what it's doing? It's like summoning some sort of flame or something in its hand. Well, that looks fantastic. I love that. And that half orc is fantastic. That's really, really nice. I love the green on the skin tone on that. Everything else nice, neat and tidy paint job on that one as well. That's very, very nice. Very good, very nice. And I started my half elf. This is looking cool. Nice one. Looking forward to seeing that one finished. I do like Hero Forge. I need to get some. I've got a couple of Hero Forge models that I've done over the last sort of couple of years. One of them was the model that was used when I did the live stream with Atmos Seeker, the D&D live stream. But I never actually printed and painted that one. Like I sent it over to him. He printed it and painted it, but I've not done it myself. But I want to because it's a cool looking model. So I need to get some stuff printed. If only I was doing a 3D printing video soon. Next up we've got Richard Smith, finally making some progress on the Blood Knights, starting a new D&D campaign tonight, so big loves and hope the stream goes well. We'll rewatch tomorrow. No problem at all, bud. These Blood Knights are looking real nice. That is batch painting to the extreme. That is batch painting to the extreme. Look at this. So many on the go. Awesome work, dude. I'm really looking forward. These are gonna look amazing when they're all up, painted up and together, and like based and like, you know, on a table. These are gonna look absolutely fantastic. I'm loving the color choice. Nice bold. Still wondering how to tie two of the people's paint jobs in with my own. Painted the red in the middle one because he was all gold, so might just splash some gold on the red and see how they all look together. They're all very different reds as well, aren't they? So like you've got the one, to be honest, out of the three, I think the one on the left is probably my favourite red out of those three. I like that sort of, especially for Blood Knights, I like that more darker desaturated red. And then you've got the nice sharp edges on the armour, so you can like hit that with a nice bright red, and then maybe even up to an orange edge highlight on those. But I think, so like the red on the left I think is my favourite, but then I really like the gold that's in the middle. So I think add some gold to the one on the left, and that would be my favourite of the two. I think that, yeah, the one on the left I think is my favourite of those. I think the one on the right is a bit, even for me, that is a bit too bright, personally. I'm assuming that a lot of these are second hand. I mean, if you're struggling to tie them in, you can always just sort of strip and repaint, or if the paint's not too thick, just reprime them. Did someone say batch painting? Yes, Elston, but like normal person batch painting, not Elston batch painting. Elston batch painting is just which two armies am I going to paint at the same time, not which few models am I going to paint at the same time. But yeah, they're looking awesome, dude. I'm really looking forward to seeing these all come together. Very much looking forward to seeing those. Next up, we've got Big McDan Skull. Not got much time left to finish this, big lad. Better get my foot down. Oh, is this guy going to be joining us in, like, how long is it? Like 2 weeks time? 2 weeks? 2 weeks time? Oh my god. It can't be 2 weeks time. Is it? It is. Well, two and a half weeks. This is looking awesome, dude. I'm really looking forward to seeing your orcs in person. I'm really looking forward to it. This is looking cool. This is a nice kit bash, nice conversion. And once it's all like fully painted, that's gonna look superb. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that, dude. Next up, we've got Uncle Fatwig. We've got Death Dread repainted. Now, what to do next? No, not what to redo next. So this is Death Dread. Do you know what? As much as I do love this new colour scheme, and I think it's fantastic, I did like the old colour scheme, the Fallout Vault-Tec inspired colour scheme. The blue and yellow just really, really worked for me for the orcs. But this new colour scheme is also fantastic, so yeah, awesome work. This is cool. I do like that nice clean white with just the like scrapes and scratches showing the silver underneath, and then the pink on the armor panels. It's such a different colour scheme for orcs, but I really dig it. It's cool. Awesome work on that one, dude. Looking forward to seeing what you work on next. Next up, we've got Caesar. My entry in this month's community project, had I used my noodle, I would have done the grass first, then attached the mushrooms. This is cool though. So I know that we're looking at the base because that's the monthly project. But the model is painted really nicely as well. Like that hair, from just from this what I can see. Let's have a look at this picture. You've got a really nice variation in the hair colour. That is really, really nice because it looks like what hair actually looks like. You've got that, you know, slight variety of colour across and throughout, and it's not just you know, dark at the bottom and highlighted on top. It changes as it goes through, which is really, really cool. I do like those mushrooms on the base. They're really, really cool. It's just little things like that, just doing something a little bit different, adding something a little bit different to your basing and stuff. That's really, really cool. I like that. Awesome work on that, dude. Very, very nice. What did you use to paint the... In fact, I don't even know. I don't even need to ask. Are they the transparents? They're Pro Acryl transparents on the mushrooms. That's what I'm going with. I think that's what they look like. But yeah, awesome work, bud. Next up, we've got a concerned hobbit, or Michelle. Finally finished Treebeard, Merry and Pippin. I'm not completely happy with the hobbits' faces, but for now it's good enough. These don't look bad at all. Treebeard looks absolutely fantastic. I love all the different greens in his beard. That's really, really nice. And the wood as well, like the brown on the wood, is absolutely fantastic. This looks really, really cool. I like the use, like all the different greens on the different leaves through his beard and stuff. That's really, really nice. But the hobbits look fine as well, though. I don't know what. Don't be down on yourself about those. They look really cool. They look like what they're supposed to look like, which is the main thing. But this is really cool. This is such a cool... It's one of those models that I want to get just to paint. Like, not for any other reason, just to paint it. It's a super cool model. But yeah, thank you very much for sharing that. Next up, we've got Office Painter. Brand new to the Discord today. And sharing first Lurkey Approved. So welcome and thanks for sharing. We've got... painting this accursed Inquisitor, got an absolute country mile to go before it's finished. This is such a cool model. I didn't know what this model was when I saw the post on Twitter of it being assembled, and I asked and saw the box art for it. This is such a nice model. I think the paint job is looking really nice so far though. Awesome work on the text in the book. And that red on the cloak is really, really nice. That is a gorgeous red. Absolutely perfect for cloaks and stuff like that. Yeah, this is looking really nice so far. I know you get a bit stressed with it. But yes, this is fantastic. She sat on the sofa with a huge grin and blushing. She should be. It is a fantastic Treebeard. One of my favourite models from the range, and it's an absolutely fantastic paint job on that. So yes, well done indeed. Very much well deserved. But yeah, thanks for sharing that, Office Painter. Didn't want to believe it when I told her it looks great. You know what? We all do that though. We all paint stuff and then we're down on it, so it's nothing new. But yes, it does look fantastic. Well done. Next up, we've got Not 47 back with some more Marvel Crisis Protocol. This is what I love to see. I live for the days where Not 47 posts Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff in the Discord. Well, it was a good fun to paint one version of Hood in a warm palette and then the Possessed one in a cooler one. That is, do you know what? That is a really, really fun way to do these two different models, to separate them like that. This is absolutely fantastic. So I really like the OSL on the one on the left. That is absolutely, I mean, the painting in general on both of these is fantastic, as it is always. But the OSL on the one on the left especially is really, really nice. That's absolutely gorgeous. And then I do like the swap to the cooler colours, like you've got the purples and stuff in there on the one on the right hand side. That is absolutely fantastic. Love these. These are really cool models. Really nice paint jobs on them. Like I said, as they always are. I do love your Marvel stuff. It's always marvelous. It's marvelous. Because it's smart. But yeah, this looks really, really nice. Big fan of that. Big fan of using purple to shade red. It's very, very nice. And this OSL, that is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous work. Fantastic. I love that fire as well. That's come out really nice. Awesome work. I also found time to finish off my Black Hawk Blood Bowl team. Really, really nice figures to paint. For my money, the sculpts of the Blood Bowl figures are some of GW's best. Do you know what? I 100% agree. The Blood Bowl models from GW are 100% the best models that they do, in my opinion. Blood Bowl and Shadespire. Is it Shadespire? It is Shadespire, isn't it? Underworlds, that's what it's called. Shadespire was the first season, I think. Anyway, you know what I mean. The sets are like the little teams where you play on the board. Those and the Blood Bowl models are the best sculpts that GW does, hands down. I think even teams that I'm not particularly bothered about are like I think look fantastic. I should really finish my Black Hawk team off. I got so far through and then kind of stalled on them. I think I've only got like a couple of orcs or maybe an orc and a couple of goblins left to paint. I should really get them done. But these look fantastic. I like that you've gone for the classic colour scheme for them. It looks really nice. Yeah, these look fantastic, dude. Awesome paint job on these. I love the that like red around the eyes. So for my goblins on my Black Hawk Blood Bowl team, I used red to sort of shade all the skin. I like that it's just around the eyes, like it's like skin markings around the eyes and stuff. That's really cool. Yeah, these are awesome, dude. I really like that red around the eyes. I know it's just a little simple thing, but it looks fantastic. This one is my favourite, the one that's holding the scorpion. That's my favourite on the ones that I've painted as well. I've just bought a Disney Princess Blood Bowl team to paint up. I'm really excited to start them in the next few weeks. That's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, awesome work, Not 47. Thank you very much for sharing, bud. Awesome work. Next up, we've got Mr. Fish. Officially starting on the Speed War portion of my army. First up is a handful of Burner Boys at the last pieces to double my squad of Grots, kit boys, aka tank busters. These are looking awesome so far. Some nice strong base coats down there. I'm always happy to see more of the purple orcs, or plorks, if you will. And we're starting puns again. Absolutely. Always with the puns. But yeah, these look fantastic, dude. I do love the green that you use for the skin. It's nice and vibrant. It looks really, really cool. Absolutely fantastic, bud. Looking forward to seeing those painted up over the next week or so, or however long it takes you. No rush. But thank you very much for sharing. Oh wow, look at this. Next up we've got Phil Eddie Art. If you don't know Phil, go and find him on Instagram. If one of the mods could chuck a link down below for the username for Phil on Instagram. Go and check him out. Posts, as you can see, posts and paints some absolutely fantastic stuff. So Rage from Guild Ball range of Broken Toad is finished, or as near as it can be, just to find a suitable base for him now. This is an absolutely fantastic paint job, dude. This is really nice. That, like, everything about this, I love the leathery finish on the coat and the hat, the skin tones, and the hair on his face. That is absolutely superb. This is real nice. I love the blemishes on the knuckles. You've got the little glow from the cigar. This is absolutely fantastic, dude. That is such a well painted bust. I mean, it's a nice bust anyway. It's painted so well. Like I said, that skin tone is really, really nice, because it's properly got that sort of like battered old man skin, that, like, you know, with the blemishes and blotches and stuff. That's really, really nice. Awesome work, dude. That looks fantastic. I love it. Absolutely fantastic. Next up, we've got Raven's Rook. Finally put on the big boy pants and started using my airbrush. Can't believe what a difference it makes. Anyway, been working through my Sons of Horus, not decided on what geek basing to use yet. Any recommendations? These are looking absolutely awesome, dude. Using an airbrush, it's one of those things. It's obviously not a necessary piece of equipment. You can do most stuff that you can do with an airbrush with a brush. It just takes a little bit longer, and it won't be quite as smooth, but you can get close. But just using an airbrush makes everything so much easier, so much quicker, especially for base coats and stuff like that. These are looking really nice. I'm looking forward to seeing them painted up and finished, and knowing the rate that you paint, these will not be long before they're done. In regards to what base ready to use for them, if you're going with Geek Gaming Scenics, I would suggest, because the Sons of Horus colour scheme is it's fairly sort of middle to bright, because it's like that sort of turquoisey, like jadey turquoise colour. So I would suggest something sort of like darkish, so maybe Grimdark City Rubble. You could always mix in a bit of Arid Earth, so you've got a bit of variety between the black and grey rubble, and then some browns from the Arid Earth. You could mix, if you bought two together, buy a big pot and mix them together, so you've got a mix in there. I would go with those maybe. That would be nice for this army. I think personally you'd want to avoid like grass. You'd want to avoid like sort of grass and stuff like that for these sort of based on, like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that obviously they don't fight on grass, but for the Horus Heresy, it's like just a massive war zone, so everything would be churned up and blown up. So that would be what I'd probably go with, a mix of Arid Earth and Grimdark City Rubble. You could always chuck in a little bit of volcanic sand, volcanic island, which is the fine pure black sand as well, just to add for maybe some like burns or something like that. But the bonus with using the Grimdark City Rubble is it's pigmented. It's got black pigment in it, so you can use that to dust up like around the bottom of the feet and stuff to blend it in with the environment rather than having to add a different pigment or something like that. But these are looking really nice. Looking forward to seeing them. Looking forward to seeing them painted. That purple cape is gorgeous. Did a really nice job on that, man. That is really, really nice. Look at that. Superb work, dude. Absolutely superb. The blends on that are really, really nice. That really pops as well against the green, the jade. Awesome work. Look at this. Awesome, awesome. Looks fantastic. Oh, wow. So, right, okay. So, yeah, I should have gone through the pictures first before I said I'm looking forward to seeing these painted. Wow, these look amazing, dude. You've smashed these out so fast. Yeah, these looking awesome. I definitely think the sort of like darker base colour would look better for these. Yeah, I would recommend Grimdark City Rubble with a bit of Arid Earth. Like I said, buy a bag of each, buy a tub, mix them together, give them like a thorough mixing, so then you'll get a nice mix of rubble with a bit of sort of dirt mixed in, as you would do on a battlefield. It's all like churned up and stuff. But yeah, these look fantastic. Nice dark base for those. It'll really make that green pop out as well. Yeah, these look awesome, dude. Nice work. And then they got the Terminators. Cata. Are they Cata? Go on, I'm going to absolutely... Is it Cataphracti? Cataphracti? Terminators? Whatever they're called. I'm sure I've got that wrong. And a Dreadnought as well. Fantastic work on these, dude. Absolutely amazing. Really looking forward to seeing some more of these painted up soon. But yeah, thank you very much for sharing all of those. And I'm happy that you're enjoying using the airbrush as well. It's always good to hear. Next up, we've got Deng. Back home after holiday, did some painting while on the road. Was good fun. We'll definitely do it again next time. That's awesome, man. I'm glad that you managed to get some hobbying done whilst away from home. Look at this. Hobbying with the view. I hope you had a nice holiday. Where did you go? Anywhere nice? Hey, look at this. Knew it'd be halflings. I love this model. This is such a cool sculpt. I mean, both are, to be fair, but this one especially. Awesome work on that, dude. I do love your halflings colour scheme. Ah, he looks cool. Little ginger hobbit. Halfling, sorry. Awesome work on that, bud. Glad you had a nice holiday. Nice to see you managing to do some painting as well. Nice to be joining the Wednesday stream community again. And this is my project for tonight. Prepping my super secret knight and upscale warp halfling to be a bust and painting an old halfling. Oh wow, is that that's the Jack Black halfling? Oh dude, could you if I drop you my email address on a private message, could you send me over the upscaled file for this, like as the bus? I'm assuming that you've like sliced it and stuff yourself. I ain't seen Alex do this. But I would love to paint that as a bust like that. I enjoyed painting the actual model, but painting something like a bit bigger like that would be really, really cool. If you wouldn't mind sending that over if you've still got it, so I can print it. That'd be awesome. Super secret birthday project for my father, a knight with the coat of arms for his childhood town. Oh, that's really cool. It's always fun to do little projects like that. I've got a horse trainer and a horse that I printed off a while back, which I am supposed to be painting for my mum. I just haven't got around to doing it yet, but I do want to get that done as like a little present for her. So it's nice to do stuff like that. But yeah, awesome work, dude. Indeed it is. I'll try to get it sent to you. Thank you very much. I'll drop you a DM either on Discord or Instagram with my email address. If you could forward it over, that'd be lovely. Next up, we've got Katie Graham. Very slow progress, but I'm getting there with this Sylvaneth Warsong Revenant for a local Warhammer competition. I absolutely love this. I love the colours on this. I like the nice, I like all the different green tones on the vines and stuff coming up from the base, and I love all this autumnal. Is that the right word? Autumnal. I think it's autumnal. Anyway, the autumn style colours on the is it a dress or a cape, whatever it is, and then the nice blues for the hair. Like it's such like normally like it's a lot of different colours, but they all go together really well. It's looking really nice. I love the highlights and the blends on those blues on the hair especially. This is looking awesome. Looking forward to seeing this finished. Look at that. Look at these leaves on the back, or the I think the leaves. Are they leaves? Where this cape is. That looks really cool. I love the blends on that. That's fantastic. Awesome work. Looking forward to seeing that one finished. Thank you very much for sharing that, Katie. Next up, we've got Jason 1969. Hope you are, if you're still around, hope you're feeling better soon, buddy. Having had COVID myself, and to be fair, I don't think I had it too bad, but I was still pretty bad. I really feel for you, so hope you get better soon. We'll be working on some of his Skaven, getting plenty of building done. I'm really looking forward to doing my Skaven army at some point in the near future. Oh, Dreadnought! Oh, that is such a nice model. Such a nice model. Awesome work on this as well, man. That looks really nice. Even drilled the tops look. Good to see. Awesome work on that, bud. Looking forward to seeing it painted up. Fantastic work. Thank you very much for sharing all of those, bud. Like I say, I'm really looking. Did these a fortnight ago. Very good. But yes, very good. Looking forward to seeing those painted. Thank you very much for sharing, bud. Next up is Adeptus Smurfus. Conquerus making a right mess of s'mores. Not as prolific hobby as during our vacation. So not much else to post for tonight. Hope you're all having a lovely summer despite weird weather, random COVID, etc, etc. There we go. Conquerus, you are famous. PS was late to the show because I was picking this up. An Orc Stomper. Nice. Awesome work, dude. Looking forward to seeing that painted up and shown off on a stream at some point in the near future. And that is it. We are at the end of Lurkey Approved. So thank you very much, each and every one of you, for sharing your works in progress, your recently finished projects, and everything in between. It's nice to look through everything again. I know it's been a couple of weeks but it's been nice to look through. It's taken 40 minutes to do Lurkey Approved tonight, which I think is a sign of how long it's been between streams. So thank you very much for showing us all of that. Didn't want to interrupt Lurkey Approved, but it's done, and Josh has given the pun ahead. Yesterday I stayed up all night wondering where the sun had gone. Then it dawned on me. Wow. Is it pun time? Go on. Yeah, we'll open the floodgates. Take a pun and see what you can come up with. Did you get it? Because it's pun. Punt. Take a punt on it. Pun. But yes, thank you very much for. Do you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I mean, not that I knew what I was doing beforehand, but I especially don't know what I'm doing anymore now. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for sharing all your works for Lurkey Approved. For anyone that's new, we do Lurkey Approved every stream. We open the channel up on the day of the stream. Post your stuff on that day. The rest of the time it is closed, just so that we don't have to scroll back through like weeks worth of stuff. That's the main reason. You're a punt. Brilliant. Thanks for that, Buffnet. You're something that rhymes with punt. Carry on like that, and I'm gonna do a live unboxing and review of the brush rinser from Green Stuff. I can't even say it without laughing. Can't even say it without laughing. That might end up staying in a box. It reminds me of the time I found out I was dating a dark wizard, woke up with a hickey, and knew instantly they were a necromancer. I like that one. That's good. I like that one. That was good, that was good. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. That's what she said. No. No. Trying to think of a funny joke. Open it, Pickle. I'm not opening it today. Maybe I'll treat you all next week. This can be next week's party stream. Next week, it is my birthday next Thursday. Now, obviously, I stream on Wednesday, so it won't technically be my birthday, but it's close enough. So, next Wednesday, what we're going to do is we will get some drinks, get some food, no painting next week. We're gonna have a lot of time. Might see if the mods are free. We'll do a moderator party stream. You guys can ask us all your burning questions, like what's it like to be part of the Pickle Jar mod team, and how do I file a complaint? And we'll do a live unboxing and answer your burning questions about the Green Stuff World brush rinser. That's it. That's next week's party stream. Sorted. Ooh. Next week's party stream. You know, because we know how to party here. We know how to party here. A live unboxing of possibly a pointless gadget. Like I said, I'm fully prepared to be proven wrong. I am fully prepared for this to be the most amazing thing ever. But I doubt it. I doubt it. I met this Georgian's nymphomaniac poet the other day. She asked me for a double entendre, so I gave her one. Yesterday was my birthday. Yesterday was your birthday. You should have said. Mind you, it's not your birthday today. So no song, unfortunately. Sorry. Can you fill the thing with vodka? I mean, I presume so. Can't see why not. They're both clear liquids, so they must be interchangeable. That's the way I look at it. If it's not an S Club party, I'm not coming because there ain't no party like an S Club party. Well, that's it. That's the thing. There's no party like an S Club party. And an S Club party don't stop. Which means that there is like a perpetual party going on that is an S Club party. So in essence, every party is an S Club party, and it's just it's when one party stops, it carries on somewhere else. Give it to Luke. Maybe he can learn to take care of his brushes. Luke will never learn how to take care of his brushes. Case in point, Luke the other day said, "Where are all my nice brushes?" And I pointed to all the brushes that were absolutely caked in paint. Funny enough, Luke actually wants one of these. So when I got it in the parcel, I sent him a picture. And I'm like, nah, look what I've got. I'm never going to open it. I'm so excited for some of the stuff that's coming out over on Geek Gaming Scenics soon. We've got 2 videos that are filmed and ready. One of them I think is coming out either tomorrow or Friday. I think. And then the next one, the other one will be out next week. And then I am editing tomorrow the video that we filmed today, which is going to be a little bit of a different video. And that will probably, or that one might be out next week, and the other one might be out the week after. I don't know what order they're releasing in. But we've done a load of cool videos that I'm really happy with, both the edit and the content of the videos. Wendy's here. You can tell because of the disembodied arm that just appears around the door and vaguely waves. It doesn't even wave. It just waggles its fingers. That's not a wave. That's a wave. There you go. Just going like this. That's just shit jazz hands. Yeah, same to you. So I'm really looking forward to those videos coming out. For myself, obviously I put that new video out today. I obviously put the Q&A video out the other day, which was never intended to be a main video. It was more of a, to be honest, I'll be like that video, the It's Too Hot to Paint video, was literally just going to be the intro that I filmed, and then just a black card at the end with some text saying, "It's too bloody hot, I'll see you in a week." That was all it was going to be, and then I sort of did it, and I thought, I might as well do something proper with this video, and try and at least make it an actual video. So I did the Q&A. To be honest, I'm surprised at how well that one did. I mean, it peek behind the curtain, it was the worst performing video out of Mars 10, but it's still got over 2,000 views, so... but obviously I put the new video out today. I got that filmed and done. Do you know what? I'm so happy as well with that the video on these dipping inks. I received the parcel on Monday. So Monday night I got home. I filmed everything. Filmed the entire video, all the painting, all the setup, all the like nice shots and everything. Tuesday afternoon / early evening, I edited most of the video to a point, and then this morning I finished, just tidied a couple of bits up, added the music and stuff before I went to work, did the thumbnail, and then posted it today. So it's such a quick turnaround between me getting the paints and putting the video out. And the reason that I did that is because nobody else... I got hiccups. Nobody else has done a video on them yet, and it's not very often that not just me, but like a channel of my sort of size gets to be the first person to do a video on a new hobby product. Now I don't know whether that's because it's Green Stuff World and they're not one that seem to get covered as much. Like Armour Painter do, GW do, like there's some other brands that do, like Chimera are a popular one for videos, stuff like that. But like I don't see too many videos on Green Stuff World stuff, so I don't know if there's a reason for that. I don't know if it's that, you know, some of the bigger channels that you would expect to cover stuff like this have the stuff and just haven't got a video out yet. Regardless, I've got a video out. It's doing really well. It's performing really well. I thought it would do. The paints themselves I'm happy with. They're really nice. They perform as well as contrast paint and speed paint. I've got no, apart from the red, but I've said my piece on the red. That's fine. But the rest of the ones that I've used were all really nice. And just the fact that they are so much cheaper than the competition. Like literally, you can buy a bottle of this, which is 60ml, for 10 pence more than one pot of contrast paint. And if you bought 3 pots of speed paint, it'd still be less paint than you get in one of these, and these are half the price, more or less. So yeah, they're really good paints. I'm looking forward to getting the rest. I'm going to pick the rest of them up. Hopefully they'll send them to me. If not, though, I'm just going to buy them, because especially at the moment they've got 25% off, so I want to get in on them. I want to get the rest of them. So I've got the full range to pick from. Not that I particularly need any more paint at the moment, but I'd rather have the full range rather than just half a range. Because guaranteed, the one paint that I'll want, it'll be one of the ones that I've not got. So, but yeah, in terms of more content from me, I'm on a bit of a roll at the moment. I think getting this video sort of filmed and edited and out in such a short turnaround, because normally I'm working over like a sort of 1 to 2 weeks. I'm working on a video and I'll just do it in bits and pieces. Like doing everything in such a sort of short turnaround has sort of given me a bit of a boost. So I am recording some stuff. I'm recording some stuff Friday, Saturday, but that'll be for a video that's not coming out until the middle to the end of August. So that's not going to be out anytime soon. But I'm filming. Sunday and Monday I am going to be recording my a 3D printer review, which I've got coming out. I've got a 3D printer that I've got. It's, oh, you can't see because it's down behind the desk. But I want to film that because I'm off all next week, so I figured Sunday and Monday, while I am at home, I can get it set, because normally my 3D printer goes upstairs in the spare room, but I want to set it up on here and film it down here just because it's a nicer setup down here. So I want to set it up down here, but I want to be at home so I can keep an eye on it, make sure Cat don't knock it, make sure Alfie don't, you know, go near it and mess about with it. Not because I think he'll lift it up and drink it, but just because I don't want him to bang into the table or out daft, because it'll jolt the print and it'll spoil the prints that I'm doing. So I've got a 3D printer review video coming out. That'll probably be out, I don't know, next week or the week after, maybe. It depends. I'm not in a rush to get videos out, but I am going to get a lot of filming done next week while I'm off. So I've got that one out. I've got a really cool painting video that's going to be coming out sooner, hopefully, rather than later, of some cool models that I'm being sent. I've got a few other painting videos, a few other bits and pieces. I've got loads of stuff like planned that I'm going to be filming over the next few weeks, because I'm really feeling sort of buzzed on doing some content now. Not that I'm not anyway, but you know what I mean. It comes in peaks and troughs. Sometimes you're a bit more energized than others. So at the moment, I'm really looking forward to what I'm working on. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. As for the streams, main thing I wanted to mention about the streams, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning when there were more people here, but with the streams, I'm still planning on streaming most Wednesdays. Now I say most Wednesdays because I don't want to say every other Wednesday and have a different schedule. I don't want to say I'll stream when I'll stream, because that's not really fair, because it's, you know, I'm still planning on streaming most Wednesdays, but if the last sort of few weeks has sort of showed me anything, it's that if if I need to take time off, and this is the same for videos, it's easier to do it with videos because I'm not on a schedule with that. With the streams it's a weekly thing. But the thing that I think is that if I need to take time off, if I am run down and burnt out and not in a great headspace, I am not going to force myself to stream. I know you guys always say, like, you know, don't worry about us, you know, it's fine, you're not. But because of how my head works, I always feel like I'm letting people down and like I am not doing what I should be doing. But having last week off, I mean, A, because of the heat anyway, but B, I was going to take it off just because of like the mental health space that I was in. And taking that week off and then coming back and being excited about streaming today has sort of opened my eyes that yes, if I'm in that sort of headspace, then I do need to take the time off and let myself recover's too strong a word, but you know what I mean, get right again and then come back and do it properly. So yeah, so I mean, hopefully I'll be fine for a while, because usually it's once every sort of 3 or 4 months I have a bit of a dip for a couple of weeks and then I'm fine. So hopefully it'll be alright for a while. Just on the off chance, I'll keep everyone updated on the Discord anyway. That's where I'll be posting to say yay or nay on the streams. But yeah, assuming that it's going to be most Wednesdays still, but just something to bear in mind. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. We've got to the end of the stream. I was going to finish early, and then I've just ended up rambling for the last sort of 15, 20 minutes. But thank you very much for tuning in. If you've made it all the way to the end, big thank you to you. Thank you very much for hanging out with us, for chilling out with us. It's always lovely to have you here. I'll put it in the calendar. But yeah, thank you very much for hanging out. If you enjoy the streams, if you enjoy the videos over on the main channel, there's links down below in the description if you want to help support us. We've got affiliate links with Grimdice Tabletop Gaming and with Element Games if you want to pick up your hobby supplies from them. It gives us a bit of a kickback and it doesn't cost you guys anything extra. On top of that, we've also got the Patreon that I talked about at the beginning of the stream. Benefits for joining that, it helps support us. You guys get call outs in videos, you get to help decide topics for live streams and for videos, you get exclusive behind the scenes content, and in the near future exclusive sort of Patreon focused tutorials that you guys will decide on. You also get, if you join at certain tiers, physical items. So we've got the holographic stickers, which will be coming out at some point soon, and then in the near-ish future, at some point in the next month, we'll be relaunching the merch side of things with a brand new design, the first of a few that I'm having done. So that'll be coming out, and there'll be an exclusive thing for Patreons on that as well. It'll be available for everyone, but there'll be a Patreon version of it as well, which will be cool. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you have, leave us a like, leave us a comment. Go and check out the main channel if you've not before. Go and check that out. Check out the video that went out earlier on today if you've not already, for an overview of all the colours from this range. I've shown off a few tonight on the stream. And that's about it. If you're not on Discord already, come and join us over there. We have a lovely time sharing each other's work and just talking absolute nonsense. If you've not checked out the podcast that I do with Elston from Elstonation, check that out. There should be a link either in the description or in the chat, where we just released a special episode actually on Monday just gone, where we interviewed Black Library author Nate Crowley, who did the 2 Twice Dead King books and the Gazgul Thraka book. That was an absolutely fantastic interview to do. We had a hell of a lot of fun. And I can now say that I have asked a Black Library author if they have sucked off a Pepperami sheath. So what more do you need to know? And on that bombshell, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been lovely hanging out with you. Thank you for being patient with me. And I'll catch you in the next video or on the next live stream. Until then, I'll see you later.